think it was Queen Victoria who once said this, and I might misquote, that artists are the most dangerous. I feel that way sometimes, kind of like James Bond.
My name is Ndumiso Nyoni, and I'm an illustrator. You are actually my bat cave at my crib, where I do most of my work. A day in the life of a working illustrator. So I think something a lot of, I guess, aspiring illustrators might not know is that it's actually 80% research and planning and like 20% actual execution. For as long as I can, I'll kind of go down that rabbit hole, select some reference, look at how other people have treated, a subject, and then actually get started with the work. My first job in an animation studio, I had a creative director who was probably in his 40s at the time, and he used to stand at his desk. And he always used to tell me, it's important to take care of, your body, whether you're going to stand or invest in a good chair, you're sitting all the time, you want to be comfortable. If you're uncomfortable, you're not going to do good work. Thanks, Chris, you were right. I'd like to think I'm the textbook example of a nerd. I get hot and sweaty over like computers and like tech, and I really, really love like comics and like action figures. I'm not trendy. I do listen to jazz though, but the nerdy kind. How does art drive the world forward? I think that's an interesting question. It reminds me of a project I recently did, and their particular thing was around sustainability. And I decided to look in the space of my realm, art. So I focused on Sophia Town. This was a melting pot of artists. It wasn't just visual artists. It was musicians, it was poets. They would get together to express themselves through art. But by doing what was just cool art for them at a time, has actually transcended decades. And it's just a nice example of how art can preserve, a way of life or a culture, a way of being for future generations. Yeah, I definitely could not imagine a world without art. For so many reasons. I think art is everywhere.